We have, where's Mrs. Janino? She here yet? She hasn't seen a Bulldog Gathering yet? So that's exciting. This is exciting. I'm glad that we're all here this morning. All right. So, fourth graders are just coming in. Fifth graders are trickling in as well. Good morning, everyone. All right, let's begin with the pledge. If everybody could please stand up. Brendan is going to lead us in the pledge with Elsie. Turn. We're ready? The flag is right on the stage. There are two of them actually on each side. Right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. Kindergarten, first and second graders, you are looking terrific. Third, fourth, and fifth graders, you look like you're ready. Great role models for our younger learners. We are ready to begin. My friend Enzo Pizzo is going to be helping me out today because there's so many things to hold in my hand. Let's start first. Enzo, should we start with birthdays first? All right, let's do it. Birthdays today, Jacob Moulton, come on up. Caroline Serna, come on up. And Mrs. DePalma, are you here with us? Come on up, Mrs. DePalma. We have 3 birthdays. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thanks everyone. Wait, Mrs. DePalma's coming. Here she comes. Big day, big day. All right, on the count of 3, let's wish them a happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday. Have a fabulous day, kids. Happy birthday, Mrs. Palma. Awesome. All right. So, we are beginning with Bulldog Brave names. We have not had a chance to be together like this in quite a couple of months because of cultural enrichment, but here we are now. And when you hear your name, listen, that means you have gone above and beyond for the month of March. We are so proud of you. I'll read a couple of reasons why or how you're receiving your Bulldog Brave stickers, and then we will update our Bulldog Brave slides for the screen in the hallway. When you hear your name, you're going to stand up, and then at the very end, we'll applaud all of our Bulldog Brave recipients. Ms. Giannino, where are you? I was just saying, this is your first Bulldog Gathering, so we're excited that you're here with us. Thank you. Mr. Foley, same for you. First Bulldog Gathering. Awesome. All right, Enzo, are you ready? Here we go. 5th grade, we'll start. And there's no order, we're just going for names. Avery Arcavello, kind to all faculty and peers, hardworking. Hunter Malazine, role model and hardworking. James Ivanchin, valuing friends and personal space. Alexa Richard, Ben Cody, Mike Moulton, Carolise Rivera Cepeda, showing pride in work. Anna Gatti, persevering through a challenge. Vincent Ramsdell, Rose Medeiros, always being kind and respectful. Micah DeRocher, stepping up to difficult challenges. Lily Hines, always on task. Let's keep going. Alani Green, Alexi Sullivan, let's keep going. Daisy Loco Pimentel, persevering through literacy and math activities with a positive mindset. Always using feedback that's given from teachers. Colton Wright, sharing knowledge about history with his classmates, welcomes conversations about historical events, and inspires peers to learn more about history. Colton, you do the same for me. When I get those history videos, always inspiring us. Thank you. For Mrs. Padavani's class, Eli, committed and highly focused on learning. Lily Lewis, a friend to everyone, kind and helpful to everyone in class. Let's keep moving. Andrew Giordano, having a growth mindset and accepting challenges. Flora Robertson, helpful for guest teachers and showing respect always. Ali D'Antonio, staying focused on work where there were distractions. Nini Medeiros, showing expected brave behavior even when no one is watching. I love that. Kinsley Parsons and Lucy Hamner, above and beyond students for the month of March. Great job, kids. Ollie Maynard, believing in himself during ST Math when things can get really challenging. Sadie Oak, accepting differences of friends and willing to include anyone during play. Very inclusive. Maddie Wiley, Brianna Piscatello, above and beyond, demonstrating kindness towards peers, and Brianna showing 5-star listening, brave behavior. Journey Sanders and Margaret Cody, accepting challenges and sticking with difficult problems. Regan Han and Tyler Delicio. Let's give all of our brave friends a huge round of applause. We're so proud of you. Kids, you can sit down. You can sit down. Now, so our friends are going above and beyond. Everyone can continue to work on going above and beyond, and we are really incredibly proud of you. So great job. At this time, I would like to call up a 3rd grader that wants to talk to you about a project that he's been working on. And actually, this project he presented to our PAC. And he has something really important he wants to talk to you about. So everyone is sitting on their bottom. Mikey Bolton, come on up. Here's the mic, and go ahead and explain everything that you've been working on.
Hello, Smith School. I'm here to tell you about this new business that will be going on around Smith School. You'll get a flyer today. And we'll have a couple of choices. We'll have a Bulldog, a Brave Bee, which has Brave on it, and Smitty Bees, which has Smitty. And then you'll get to choose of colors, which is dark blue, light blue, white. And they're $2 each.
So Mikey, did PAC say it was okay for you to go ahead and do this?
And if you're not able to order till April 4th, you'll be able to order at school store.
You can also buy the keychains at the school store. Where is the money going, Mikey?
To PAC.
So all the money that we collect from if you're purchasing these keychains, they're going to PAC. And what's PAC going to do with the money?
They're going to use it to help the school.
They're going to use it to help the school. What do you guys think about that? Thank you so much. Thank you. So this is the flyer that will be going home today or tomorrow. It looks like this. It has all the information that you need. The keychains are $2. Mikey, the keychains are either a Bulldog Brave, or they have a bulldog on it, correct? Like Smitty, right? Smitty's on it, excellent. And Mikey had this idea, and I said to him, well, the only way we can do this is if you pitch your idea to PAC. Raise your hand if you ever heard of Shark Tank. Right? Shark Tank? So that's exactly what Mikey did. He pitched his idea to PAC, just like Shark Tank. What do you call a person, this is a really fancy big word, what do you call a person who is like trying to create a business, has an idea, wants to create a business, wants to raise money? What do you call that person? Cam? Correct, an entrepreneur. Everyone say it. Entrepreneur. And so Mikey is like an entrepreneur. He's pitching an idea. He's got a business going that he really wants the business to do not just, it's not for him, it's really for who? It's for our school. It's for everyone. So we love that idea. So thank you, Mikey, for coming up with this wonderful idea. And we wish you the best. And how lucky for PAC that we're able to do this and raise money for school. So thank you again. Okay, so now I want everyone to make sure they're facing the board, our screen. And Mrs. Swindell has a special presentation for everyone. What do you think we're going to talk about? Oh my goodness, are we getting excited? Yes!
Good morning, everyone. Ms. Powers is right. Some of you guessed when you saw me walking around the hallway today in this long white coat and goggles. It is time for us to start thinking about this year's science fair. Raise your hand if you did the science fair last year. So many hands up. And what do you think? Did you have a good time while you were doing it? Yes. Do you think that we have explored all of the science things that we could even think about? No, there are so many other ideas that we can learn and think about. So when is the science fair, for the love of science? Who can be in the science fair? Any kindergarten, you too, any kindergartner through 5th grade student or partnership. How many is in a partnership? 2. So any K to 5 student or partnership of 2 can participate in the Smith School Science Fair. Why would I want to be in the science fair? Well, because I'm wondering about something science related. I want to try an experiment. I want to learn something new about a topic, maybe plants, maybe magnets. Any science topic that you can think of that you might have a question about, you can find a way to explore it and do an experiment on it. When is the science fair? The science fair is on Wednesday, April 26th. So at the end of April, the last week of April. We will be having the science fair just like we did last year. I don't know if you remember, but during the day, students were able to walk around the science fair and see different projects, either done by friends or other grade levels. And then that night, in the evening, families were able to come to Smith School and walk around the science fair and take a look at all of the different projects. Now, I bet you're wondering, this is a pretty big night, a pretty big day. Who is going to help Mrs. Swindell with the science fair? Teachers, I'm going to put you on the spot. Hopefully you'll stand up for me. Here's our science fair committee. These are the grown-ups who are going to take a look at all the proposals, who are going to think about where things need to be set up, and who are going to help us to make sure that we have a really successful science fair. We have Mrs. Dignard. We have Ms. McGrady. We have Ms. Padamani. And we have Mrs. Vitale. And Mrs. Swindell. And we are going to look at all of your proposals. We are going to take a look. We're going to read through all of your proposals, see all of the exciting things that you want to learn about. And then once we've looked at your proposals, we'll send you a letter. You will get a letter, it's very official, letting you know that your proposal for the science fair has been accepted. And then you will be able to begin working on your science fair project. So I have a little more information to share with you about the proposal. But before we do that, I want to show you a little video just to get you thinking about what you might be able to explore for your science fair project. example of what your board could look like. Now, something really, really important for you to keep in mind. You're going to do your project at home and then bring us the results. So you'll do your work at home. If you're growing something, if you're going to test something, you'll do that work at home, and then you'll bring in your final project with your results or your answer to your question that you were wondering about when you come to the science fair. Now, that video that you saw came from sciencebuddies.org, and that's the first website that's on your little take a look at these websites for more ideas section of your second page. So if you wanted to look at that again, you could. And then if you looked on that link, you would see that there were directions for those projects. So just an idea, a lot of websites. Now here's the paper that needs to come back to school.
Make sure you're listening. This is really, really important.
So important. This page, the third page, is your science fair proposal. This is where you're going to tell the science fair committee who you are, what grade you're in, and what project you're planning to do. Now, you're going to give us, you may not know exactly what you want to do, but you have an idea about what you want to research or try. You write that down in your proposal section. So, the three most important parts of this form are, right there, the due date. That paper is due to Mrs. Swindell on April 7th.
Is that next Friday?
That is next Friday,
You
Ms.
have
Powers.
next Friday.
10 days to start to think about what you would like to research, and then you bring that paper right here on April 7th. It has to have two important things other than that top section. It has to tell us what you are going to do for your experiment, and then it also has to be signed by an adult. That way we know at Smith School that an adult knows that you have signed up for the science fair and that they are going to assist you with your project. So what you're going to do and that your adult has signed off on it are the two most important things that you're going to turn in on that form. So again, due April 7th. Are you getting a little excited? Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Are you getting excited? I cannot wait, and the Science Fair Committee cannot wait to read all and accept your amazing Science Fair proposal.
Awesome. Thank you, Mrs. Swindell. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, we have one more special treat. One more special treat. So, did you know that today is World Piano Day? World Piano Day. So in honor of World Piano Day, I have a little treat for you from Mr. V. Mr. V, are you here? Oh, here we go.
Today is World Piano Day, and at 1725, almost exactly 300 years ago, the famous German pianist and composer Johann Sebastian Bach played the Minuet in G. However, he did not play it on the piano. He played it on the harpsichord. And the harpsichord sounded different because it plucked the strings instead of hitting the strings. And did you know why he never played it on the piano? Because when he was growing up, the piano wasn't invented yet. So here is Johann Sebastian Bach's Minuet in G.
Listen.
150 years later, in here in the United States, that the famous ragtime pianist and composer Scott Joplin played this following piece on his piano. Finally, it wasn't until 70 years later, in 1978, that the famous rock and roll pianist and composer Bob Seger played this piece.
Bum, 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 bum.
Just take the song.
All right. You guys did a great job this morning, kids. You were awesome. We went over our Bulldog Brave kids. We had a chance to listen to Mikey's pitch. We heard about the science fair. We talked about World Piano Day. What a great morning for all of us to be together. We are just about ready to head back to class. Listen to your directions. Listen. If you